Meet Adam. Adam is doing everything he was told to do. He works hard, skips the avocado toast, and saves $500 a month. He feels responsible. But then, the system kicks in. His car transmission blows up, costing $1,200. His landlord raises rent by $200 a month. And thanks to inflation, his savings lose 4% of their value. By December, Adam is back to zero. Now, meet Ivan. Ivan isn't smarter than Adam. He isn't working harder. In fact, Ivan is literally sleeping. But Ivan has $100,000 invested. When the market goes up 10%, Ivan makes $10,000 without lifting a finger. Adam is pushing a square block uphill while Ivan watches a snowball roll down. They say the first million is the hardest. They are lying. The first $100,000 is the real war. Here is the math on why everything before $100,000 feels like drowning. In physics, there is a concept called escape velocity. To get a rocket into orbit, NASA burns 90% of the fuel just to lift it off the launch pad. Once it reaches space, it floats forever effortlessly. Your bank account works exactly the same way. When you are starting at zero, financial gravity is actively crushing you. I call this the survival tax. The system is rigged to extract maximum profit from people with minimum capital. If you have $50 in the bank and buy lunch, you get hit with a $35 overdraft fee. If you have no credit history, you pay 25% interest. If you can't afford a down payment, you pay 100% interest in the form of rent. Being poor is incredibly expensive. Now, you might be thinking, poor, stop making excuses. I just need to budget better. If I stop buying avocado toast, I'll be a millionaire. Stop it. That is outdated boomer advice. Let's look at the real numbers. If you cut out daily coffee, you save maybe $500 a year. Congratulations. Meanwhile, the average rent in major cities increased by $2,000 last year. You saved pennies on beans, while the housing market stole thousands from your pocket. The math simply does not add up. You are bringing your coupon to a gunfight. You cannot budget your way out of a systemic problem when the survival tax is rising faster than your ability to save money. You need to break the atmosphere. Everyone loves to quote Einstein saying, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world." Financial gurus preach it like gospel. But here is the dirty truth they conveniently leave out. Compound interest sucks when you are broke. It is not a magic wand. It is a multiplier. And if you multiply zero, you get zero. Let's look at the brutal math that makes most people quit. Imagine you scrape together $1,000. You deny yourself fun, you save, and you invest it. At a standard 7% return, after a full year of waiting, you make $70. That is a tank of gas. You sacrificed your lifestyle for 12 months, and the market gave you a tank of gas. It feels insulting, but watch what happens when you cross the threshold. If you have $100,000 invested, that same 7% return hands you $7,000. That is a decent used car or a luxury trip to Europe. Suddenly, the math gets exciting. And if you have $1 million, that 7% is $70,000. That is a full-time salary. You are now free to do whatever you want. The problem is the year spent in the middle. I call this the boring zone. It is the financial desert where your returns look pathetic compared to your sacrifice. The system is designed to break your spirit right here. It makes investing feel like a scam for the rich. You have to suffer through the years where the math looks broken to reach the point where the math finally explodes. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's brilliant partner, famously said the quiet part out loud. He didn't tell people to meditate or manifest wealth. He said, "The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you got to do it." I don't care what you have to do if it means walking everywhere and not eating anything that wasn't couponed. Find a way to get your hands on 100. Oh, why was he so obsessed with this specific number? Because $100,000 is the mathematical tipping point. It is the moment your money finally wakes up and starts pulling its own weight. Before this number, you are doing all the heavy lifting. But look at the acceleration curve. Let's assume you save $10,000 a year with a 7% return. It takes you nearly 8 long, painful years to grind your way to that first 100,000. But to get from 100,000 to 200,000, it only takes 5 years. To get to the next 100, even less. The snowball is finally rolling on its own. The first leg of the journey is an uphill battle against gravity. But once you cross that line, the compound interest that once insulted you becomes the engine that makes you rich. Wait, hold on. Before you start feeling bad about not hitting that number yet, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. The game is rigged, and it is definitely harder for you than it was for your parents. If your dad tells you he saved his first 100 grand by working hard, remind him that he was playing on easy mode. In 1980, the average rent took up about 20% of a person's income. Today, in major cities like New York or London, rent devours nearly 50% of your paycheck. That is not a budgeting issue. That is a math issue. You are facing headwinds they never had to deal with. Student debt has exploded by nearly 150%. Housing prices have detached from reality, and inflation has silently eroded the value of every dollar you earn. It is like running a marathon, but the older generation got to start at mile 20, while you are starting 5 miles behind the line with a backpack full of rocks. The ladder rungs haven't just been raised, they've been sawed off. You aren't crazy for feeling like you're drowning. You are simply playing an economic game that has been patched to hard mode, without anyone telling you the rules changed. So, how do you win a rigged game? You stop playing by the old rules. You cannot save your way to $100,000 fast enough by skipping lattes. You need income offense. The fastest way to accelerate this process isn't loyalty, it's job hopping. Staying at a company gets you a pathetic 3% raise, while switching jobs averages a 15% jump. That difference is your jetpack. Stop buying liabilities that rust and start buying assets that grow. Automate your savings so you don't even see the money leaving your account. Remove the choice to spend it. Remember, the goal is simply survival until you hit that magic number. Once you cross $100,000, the entire system flips. The banks, the markets, and the tax code stop fighting you and start working for you. But you have to survive the initial war to get there. If you want a blueprint on how to cheat the system and hit that milestone faster, hit subscribe. I'm Paul, and I'm decoding the game.